Cross does so. It's there. Great start to the second half. Fellaini. Fellaini for Everton. Great goal.
Page good cross towards Fellaini. Everton in front. Sanya only find Fellaini. Fellaini shoots and scores. Marouane Fellaini.
A long time since you came to Everton now. It's more than 12 years. What do you remember about the day that you signed? Because it was a last-minute transfer deadline day that it was all arranged, wasn't it?
Yes, it was last minute. I remember I was in the national team with Belgium, and yes, they called me urgently to come to the airport because David Moyes and was there again. I forgot the name, but the guy who worked for Everton, I think still is still there. And they was there waiting me to come to sign the contract. So, yes, it was last second. So, yes. And to be honest, I did the right choice.
Straight away, when you heard Everton wanted to sign you, did you want to come?
Yes, because David Moyes watching me for a few months or a year or more, as well as England. Everton is a great club. The competition is high. It was it was the right time for me to move.
Just in that time, before you came to Everton, you went to the Olympics, didn't you? And you got sent off in the game against Brazil, so you were suspended. Is that why you went back to Standard, or were you going back to play the games anyway?
No, it was the deal between Standard de Liège and the federation. It was me to play one game against Brazil and come back to play for against Liverpool. And in the end, God is big, So I did one game, come back. Maybe if I didn't play against Liverpool, maybe Everton won't buy me,
Just when you know that the transfer might happen, but everything is going to the last minute, how does that feel for the player?
It was a bit crazy because, it was my first transfer and as well, no experience about that. So I was a bit sad, a bit, it's normal because I will leave my family, I will leave my friends, my teammates, the club who I started to be professional, it was like a family, We had a great team, all champion, good atmosphere. So it was not easy. But in the end, I thought about my career and like I said, it was the right time for me to move and to learn something else and to improve.
Did you feel at that age, like you say, you were 20, you were coming to the Premier League for the first time, were you confident that you were going to be good enough to be a success in the Premier League?
For this, I don't know, because when you have a new club, you have to play and to prove. But after a few months, I remember it was in November, we went to Tottenham and we did a great game. And the spirit of the team was high. We had good players. And after that, I remember we did great games. I remember we didn't lose a lot of games. We finished fifth, like I said, and we went to the final of the cup. Okay, it's a shame we lost against Chelsea, but the Chelsea side was strong, the team was very strong.
What was the most difficult thing for you to get used to in England in terms of the football?
The rhythm is high, I played 11 years in England, and every year the rhythm is higher and higher. So the intensity is high. So that's why I say, like I said, because I played there in 11 years, and when I see the intensity is higher and higher. So it's mean when you come there, it's difficult to handle the speed, the intensity, the contacts. So yes, it's hard, but I worked hard. I had a good team, good coach, good staff. In the end, in Everton was like family. I really enjoyed myself there. When you want to succeed, you have to work hard. You are young, you're full of energy, want to learn, want to improve. So you have to work. And I played with a good team. I remember, Jagielka, Leighton Baines, Lescott, Yobo, Tim Howard, Ebert, lot of players with experience, Sylvain Distin, Steven Pienaar, Yakubu, Anikibi. Yeah. lot of players, lot of good players, great men, great people.
When you left Belgium, I know you hoped that the referees might be a bit easier on you when you came to England, but it was completely different, wasn't it? They picked you out straight away.
Yeah, they picked me up, but I remember one time we had a meeting because after a few months I had a lot of yellow cards. So, and in the end, on 10 yellow cards, 5 was not yellow cards. So in the end, I was asking the referee, but why you give me that? But anyways, it's like this, and I improve on that every year. And for 11 years in England, every year I improve for the yellow cards. I had less and less and less. It's part of the game. You are young. You want to recover the ball faster. So sometimes you don't control yourself. But with the time, with the experience, you control that and you be careful.
You had to go and play up front. How was that, especially in your first season in the Premier League, when you probably wanted to establish yourself and show what a good midfielder you were?
Yes, it was a new job for me, to play behind the striker, number 10. It was not easy, but the result was good. I scored I think 11 goals in the first year. So yes, it was good for me. I arrived to the box. I can defend. I can run. So yes, I helped the team a lot when I play on this position. But yes, after that, but it's good for me. I learned from there. I learned to play on this position. So it's good for me.
Did you surprise yourself how good you were in that position?
Yes, I was a bit surprised. But I learned a lot. I'm someone who like to learn with the great players. Yes, it was good. It was good. Yes, it was good. I with this position, I play differently. When you play a midfielder and number 10 is a completely different job. So yes, I improve some part of my games.
Do you think in the early parts of your career, because you said that takes a lot of intelligence to adjust to a different position and a different skill set, do you think people overlooked what a good footballer you were because of your appearance and basically there was this perception that Everton just hit balls up to you in the air?
In football, a lot of people speak because a lot of different opinion. A lot of people have different opinion. But in the end, my friend, I always look for the club to improve, to win the games, to play for the coach, for the club, for my teammates. The rest for me doesn't matter a lot, with the time when you start to get experience, you do your games, you go home, you enjoy with your family and enjoy with your teammate. This is the most important. The rest, when people talk good, bad, it's good when they talk good, but when they talk bad, you have to be strong enough to handle this pressure and do better. That's it.
What did you think your strengths were as a player, or what are they as a player?
Yes, when I started to be professional, I was midfielder, defensively. I can recover a lot of ball, wins all my duels, in the box, defensive in the box, I can defend well. And with the time, I started to be in the other box, going to box, and I started to be dangerous and create chances and score goals. So yes, I have a big volume. I can run a lot. So yes, when I arrived to Everton, I improved so much on this position, number 10. Technically, I improved so much.
Because you had such a good first season, you went from being someone who was very well known in Belgium to someone who was very well known all over the world because you were starring in the Premier League. How did that impact your life?
To be honest, about the life, it was for me a normal life, Okay, it's always nice when people recognize you, when you go restaurant, the people respect you, to take a picture, to sign something, and it will be around the world is always nice. But in the end, I'm very humble. I had a good education. My parents give me good education, so I have good family, good brothers, good friends. So I know from where I come, and this is the most important.
How big an influence are your family? Because I know your dad was hugely influential in your football growing up in Belgium, wasn't he?
Yeah, yes. So my dad was very important for me in the early age. He showed me how to play football. He encouraged me, gave me motivation. When I start to be when I was young to play football, it was not to be professional. It was to enjoy. I always enjoy to play football. It was my passion. Yes, and after that, when you start to train with old people, I remember when I go to the training, you see professional footballers. After you are thinking, yes, it can be my job, so I have to work more hard.
What age did you start to think it might be your job? Because you played for quite a few different youth clubs, didn't you?
Oh, to be honest, I always wanted to be professional. At 15, 16, you start to, you watch TV, you watch Champions League, you watch big games. You say, wow, I want to be professional. After, I wanted just to be in Belgium. It will be good. When I started to be professional, I said, yes, Belgium. But after a few games, I started to do well in Belgium. After you have ambition, you have ambition, you want to do well. In the newspapers in Belgium was talking, England, Germany, France, So I remember after 3-4 games of professional, a team in France came make an offer to both me after 4 games professional. Okay, the president of Standard de Liège say no, and it was better to say no and to continue my career there, to improve and to play. This is the most important, is to play. And when you are young, you have to play to improve.
Did you have other clubs interested in you when you came to Everton?
But like I said to you, I played 2 years in Belgium. After 4 games, 5 games, a team in France came to me, So I think, yes, I think some teams was interested after 2 years. I did well. I won champion. First year I did the final of the cup. We lost it. Second year we win the league. So yes, we had a young squad. Interesting player. So yes, I think some teams was interesting.
In terms of life off the pitch, when you came to England, how was it settling into a new country and a new language? Because you didn't speak much English when you came, did you?
No, I didn't speak zero. Yes, it was tough. It was difficult. Like I said to you, the first month was difficult because you don't speak English, different culture, different life. You are alone. Okay, sometimes I remember I had a girlfriend. She was with me. My dad come to visit me. My brothers, when they have off, they come to visit me. It was okay. It was good. But like I said, it depends about the result. And in the beginning, in the Everton, when I arrived, like I said to you, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, the result was not that great. I remember you go, we lose. Wow, mentally, it's not good. But like I said to you, after that, we did a great season. It was nice. It was nice.
Just in those times when it was difficult, did you ever think I might have made the wrong decision, or were you always comfortable that you made the right decision?
It's up and down. When you lose a game, you are thinking, wow, I come from Belgium, I'm champion there, play great football. I don't say it was easy, but yes, but it's a challenge, You have to come to work hard. And like I said, after 6 weeks was much, much better. You start to win games. You go Tottenham, you win. You go there, you win. You go there, you win. You draw against big teams. You take punch, you finish 5th after the big 4. It's not bad.
And like you said, you got to the cup final as well, and you mentioned all those excellent players you played with. What do you think would have made the difference and would have allowed Everton to win something in your 5 years at the club?
No, I think we had we had a great team in Everton. He missed I think, a striker who can score 25 goals. Okay, we had Yakubu, but when I arrived in Everton, Yakubu got injured. He had big injury. After we had Jelavic, when he arrived for 6 months, he scored 12 goals. I remember to score 12 goals. It was good after he had a bit down because players start to know you, so it's not easy, But I think if Everton had a player like, example, Lukaku at this time with our players, it would be great, I think.
There's one thing a lot of supporters talk about that you might remember. It is a game against Manchester City when you did a spin on the ball, a pirouette to get away from Craig Bellamy. That's something you remember?
I remember the game, I remember the gestual, but the game was an amazing game. Everton did very well against a top side because big names, and we win 2-0. I remember, I think 2-0. Yes, 2-0.
Yeah.
It was with Everton. We did some great games against big teams.
That sort of thing, though, that piece of skill. Do you think that showed people what a good footballer you were? You were more than just somebody who could win headers and win duels.
In this time, I remember it was my second year in. I was I was 22 years old, and when I remember this. Yes, it was. I had a few because after the first year, I get sick. I get sick, and I lost 5 kilos. Arrived in the preseason. I was training, trying to eat a lot to get these kilos. And for the beginning of the season, I was not that great because of my fitness. I was sick. And after I started to be good, I remember we went to AEK 10 for Europa League. And after this game, I started to be very fit. And I remember I did some great games like in Tottenham. I remember we played AEK 10. We win against Tottenham. We win in home. And after these games, I started to be good, fit. And we had this game against Manchester City, and I think the team was very good. We did a very good game. Spirit was there. Good football, easy, hard to beat, playing good. Yes, it was great. And my form was very good in this time. In this time, my form was very good till the game against Liverpool, and after that, I get injured. From there, these 10 games, 12 games, I was in the good form. Very good form. And I remember, David Moyes was saying in the news was one of the best midfielder in the Premier League. So I was on the high level. But okay, it's part of football injuries. It's a contact, it's a derby. You have to put your feet 50-50. I went. Maybe now, if someone go with two feet, I don't go. Now I don't go, or I go. Maybe red card for me. But I went naively. I wanted to win the ball, because people say I make fouls, I'm dirty, blah blah. But in the end, I don't injure players. Yes, I injured you. If you give me, I give you back. But in the end, I never injured a player. I went to the ball. In the end, I break my ankle. I 6 months out. After that, it's not easy. The ankle is different. The feeling is different. You run. You catch another injury because you don't run in the same level. So it was a hard time, but I learned from that too. In the career, you always learn.
Like you said, David Moyes did say you were one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and he wasn't the only one that thought that at the time. Evertonians did as well, and a lot of other people. Did you believe that? Were you starting to believe?
Oh, well, when in this time before my injury, me too, I was sure 100%.
Yeah.
Because this time, I remember the team was good, we play good, and we win games, and I was performing. So I'm not shy to say it, yes. Before my injury, I was in my position, yes. Because in this time, I was playing defensive midfielder. So, yes, in this time, yes.
So that level you reached before your injury, do you think you got to that level again? One of your best seasons was your last.
I get again. I think I get it again in different style, different type. But I get to this level, fit, good. Yes, I remember the last year of Everton, my 5th year. We started great, I remember we started great. Like I said, our squad was not big. When you have 1, 2, 3 injuries, you're in the trouble.
Sorry, the start of your 5th year with Everton, you scored that goal against Manchester United, and you were unplayable on that night.
Yes. As well, this game was an amazing game, with the fans, with the players, hard to beat, play good football, important. I was important on the pitch, So I remember, always with Pinar, with Baines, we combinate. So yes, it was. I had good moments, Sometimes when I think about it and when I speak with my brothers, my friends, my dad, I enjoy to talk about it because it was a good time.
Those games at Goodison Park against teams like Manchester United and Manchester City, when the fans are really behind you and making a noise.
No, it's amazing because it's difficult to play in Everton. It's difficult to play when the crowd is with you. The players are on top of you. The pressing is high. The intensity is high. The challenge is high. You know, the supporters are pushing. Yes, it's difficult to come to Goodison. That's why I know what is it to come to Everton. It's difficult because the pitch is not that big. The supporters are very close to the pitch. The atmosphere is good. It's great. They're pushing.
Just in terms of your life off the pitch then, across your 5 years at Everton.
No, but my biggest mistake, it was when I arrived to England, you know, I didn't take lessons, you know. When I arrived, they said, no, I'm not here to learn. I'm here to play football. And I didn't care, you know. This is my biggest mistake. I regret it. You know, you are young, you're stupid a bit. But, okay, I learned, I catch some words first. After I had a teacher, I learned with him a bit. And after that, okay, now I can have a conversation. I'm not perfect, but I can have a conversation. But Liverpool, people are great. I enjoyed, you know, I enjoyed very well. I enjoyed. It was nice, you know. It was nice. I enjoyed.
What do you think were the biggest improvements you made in your time with Everton?
Oh, in my improvement, I improved in all my attributes, you know. Physically, I improved. Technically, I improved. Experience, I improved. Goals, I improved. So, in all aspects, I improved.
How long before you left did you decide that it was going to be time for something different?
No, you know, when a club like Manchester United, you know, ex-coach is going there and he wants you. Why not? You know. You are young, you are 25, 21, I was 25, I'm going to 26. I did my time in Everton, I did well. Maybe it was time for me to change, you know. But, you know, it's my career. I wanted to see something else, you know, it's a big club, new experience as well to challenge myself. And I'm saying, and I'm honest, it was difficult for me the first year in Manchester. After, when I settled, I did my job, but the first season in Manchester was tough.
What was it like the first time you played against Everton? Because it was at Old Trafford, wasn't it? And Everton actually won the game.
We lost 0-1, I think. It's always strange to play against Everton. Always I hate to play against my ex-team because you have feeling, you know, you play there for 5 years, like a bit of family, you know. But in the end, it's a game of 90 minutes. You know, I'm a bit emotional. It's normal, you know. But it's part of the game, you know. But yes, it was difficult, but it's football.
And you said you found that first year quite difficult settling at Manchester United. The same thing, really, that I asked about Everton. Was there any part where you thought maybe I made the wrong decision, or were you always thinking this is right for me?
Like I said, you know, in football you have good times. Sometimes bad times. When it's bad times, you have to be strong enough to get up and stand on your feet and work harder. Yes, my first season in Manchester was not that good. I get injuries. I break my arm, you know. So yes, it was not easy. New coach, new players. You have to used to them. Yes, it was difficult, and it was as well an end of an area, you know.
Was that one of your biggest achievements, the things you're most proud of in your career? That you were a big success under Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, two big managers at Manchester United.
Yes, for me, it's always, you know, I worked hard, you know, to win my place on the pitch, you know. So I remember in the beginning, Van Gaal said to me, okay, you are my 5th choice or my 4th choice. I said, okay, no problem, let's see. And after 2-3 weeks, I started to play. So for me, it doesn't matter if someone say to you, you are the 4th choice or the 3rd choice or the 5th choice. Train, try to do better than others, work, stay fit, and show what you can do.
Did you have the same thing there? Did you have to show the supporters that you were much more than somebody who was just a target man? You were, again, a good footballer.
Normal. You are playing on a big team, big club, a lot of expectation, you know. They're in Champions League, they're in Premier League, so it's normal, you know. So it's a part of the job, you know. It's the part of to be in the big club. So you have to deal with the pressure. But I deal with it, and I work on the pitch, outside the pitch, and in the end, I did what I have to do. That's it.
One of the things you did was scoring an FA Cup semi-final against Everton. So mixed emotions, or just very pleased that you got an important goal for your team?
I will tell you, I played a few times against Manchester United, Everton. I think 3-4 times. And it 3-4 times, okay, I sometimes I did good, sometimes I did less, sometimes I did a mistake. I remember in Goodison, I had penalty. I put my feet in the wrong place. It was penalty, we draw. But against this semi-final, it was a great game for me. I did a great game. I remember I did a great game. When I do great game, I say, when I'm shit, when I'm good, I'm good. And against in this semi-final, I did well. I remember one moment I back and Lukaku going to shoot, and I tackle him in the 16 in the alley, 5 meters from the goal. If I don't tackle, there is goal. I scored the goal. I was important for the team. It was a tough game. Semi-final, yes, and in the end we qualify for the final. So yes, I did a good game there. After that, we win the trophy in the FA Cup with Van Gaal. Yes, it was nice. My first one.
And you won 2 trophies the following season as well. So that was a great time for you. What would it have meant to win something with Everton as well?
Yeah, example, I remember the first year when we went to the FA Cup. I was coming from Belgium and win the league. I was in the final of FA Cup. I said, wow, if I win, it's amazing for the first season. But sometimes the other teams, and okay, in the end, they win. We start well the game after 30 seconds was winning 0-1. But always in football, we said when you score early, it's always difficult. But it's part of football, it's a great team. I remember is Drogba, Lampard, Essien, Kalou, Ivanovic, Terry, Ashley Cole. It's difficult, it's big team. You're talking about big players who play long time in Premier League, full of experience, win titles every year. So yeah, for us it was difficult, But we challenged them. It was 2-1 in the end. Part of football, you win, you lose. In Manchester as well, I lost finals. It's part of football.
Talking to you now in China. So, what made you decide that China was going to be, and Shandong was going to be the place for you after Manchester United?
I remember I was in Manchester, and after 1 month, I think before Solskjaer, the new coach, arrived. He chose his team. I was on the bench sometimes on the bench, sometimes not on the bench, sometimes on the bench, things like that. And after 1 month, I said, okay, you know what? I will work hard now to see. I started to work hard, because I was a bit down. I started to work hard, and I get injury on my calf. Not big injury, but 1 month. 1 month, 6 weeks. And I remember I was at home. I was injured, and they called me to say, yeah, maybe China are interesting. So I said, you know what? Let's see if they bring an offer for the club, and I will go. That's why it was maybe the time for me to go. After 5 years and a half, it was maybe time for me to move and to see something else. And for me, I did the right choice. Always, I did the right choice, I think. I lived from Everton to Manchester. I was 31 and a half. It was time for me to move to see something else. And I'm very happy with my choice.
And how is it in China? Because I'm guessing you haven't started speaking that language yet.
Yes, for sure. Their culture is different, but I learn from them as well. It's good. It's different life, and I like it. I enjoy it. It's a great country. It's big country. They are talking about 1.5 billion people. Big cities, facilities are amazing. People they don't know China. They talk about China, but they don't know how far they are. They are far from Europe, far from the States, far. How they live, it's other level.
Just seeing you throughout your career and talking to you now, you seem a very confident guy. Has that been the case right throughout your career? Or were there any periods where your self-belief suffered a little bit and you had to work at it?
Always believe on myself, you know. I always believe on myself. I know I know my quality. I know who I am, what I am, and this is a quality as well. You know, I know who I am. I know what I have. I know what I don't have. I know my quality, not my quality. You know, so. But I'm a not shy person. But okay, I'm shy. I do my job. You know, I don't want to. I'm not a show off. You know, I don't show. You know. I'm not someone who show, so I'm quiet, do my job. I love to joke, I love to laugh, I love to be with friends I like, you know. You can ask. I love to joke, I love to laugh, you know. In my teammates, I always talk, laugh, joke. It's important for me to be in the mood, you know.
Can't speak to you without mentioning your hair, because that's what everybody was fascinated by. I noticed when you took your cap off before, it's not like it used to be. So when you were getting all that attention for that, were you thinking, why are these people so interested in my hair?
Well, because in the football, not a lot of people have this hair. Maybe that's why. But okay, it was my style in this time. I did it. I keep it for 10 years. And after 10 years, it was time for me to be more mature, you know, more quiet, more private, you know. I wanted to have my privacy when I go out. Now people see this hair, you know. I put my hat, I go walk, enjoy myself, you know. I wanted that. I wanted to be more, have my privacy, you know.
And I know this sounds stupid, but do you think sometimes it stopped people from, again, seeing this is actually a brilliant footballer because they were just talking about your hair? Marouane Fellaini's got this great hairdo.
My friend, if people think I'm good or bad, in the end, don't change. I know what I did. That's it. You know, my friends, me, my brothers, my family, you know, they are proud of me, you know. So the rest, I'm successful. You know, I did my career, I know. So that's the most important for me, you know. You know, from a young kids, you know, from the small village to arrive where I arrived. I'm proud of it. You know, my brothers are proud of it. My mom, my dad, all my family, my friends, my best friends. So good. I'm happy.
What's next for you? Have you started to think about what you're going to do after your career?
Yes, you know, at the moment I want to enjoy, you know. I have one more here, you know. I'm 33. I will have 34 in November. I want to still keep playing because I feel good. I feel fit. I have energy. I feel young. So the day I will stop, I will think about it. I have some project in my head. I love football. You know, I love to talk about football. I won't work for the TV, but I have some project. Let's see how it will be. Let's go, Everton!